Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jill with At Home with Jill. In today's video, we are going to be doing a major decluttering in the girls' room, and also I'm going to show you what my husband did with that little doorway area to my oldest daughter's little room, which, yeah, so anyway, you'll see in a second. All right, so we've got this door all trimmed out on this wall. I still need to paint this wall and everything, and then we'll probably paint the door too, but and then on the inside, this is, so it goes like that. And now there's a door in here and she can lock it when she's getting dressed. And then Rich is gonna do like can lights up on the ceiling, and then there will be a light switch right here. So far that is what is going on in here. But now me and the younger girls are gonna start decluttering all of their stuff in their room. We're gonna go through everything and get rid of what we don't need. And then we're gonna hang their curtains and their string lights. All right, guys, so while Stella and I are doing this decluttering, I will just let you know. Okay, so I'm torn. I think I'm gonna be painting that little shelf thing. And honestly, actually, I take that back. I think I'm just gonna get rid of that shelf thing to the left, and I would love to hang shelves on the wall instead and just completely have that off the ground. Or maybe I will paint it and maybe Rich can hang it somehow so that it's not touching the ground and it just stays in one spot on the wall, because they move it around and I find so much stuff behind it and like stuffed underneath it, and it drives me crazy. So I think it would be cool to like maybe have it on the wall, but I don't know. But either way, it's got to be painted. And the lighting is really terrible in this room, and so I had to like brighten up the footage, and so it's actually not even an accurate that is not an accurate color. It's not that muted. It's like really super turquoise and not muted at all. And it needs to change to be kept in this room. But anyway, so I recently like painted Stella's dresser. I painted their loft beds. I've been painting their walls, but I got stuck because I couldn't paint above their loft beds, and I didn't know what to do. But now I've decided I'm just going to put like plastic over their mattress, and I'm just going to sit on their mattresses while I paint the spots above their loft beds, because I can't just leave it. It's driving me crazy. But I've put it off like for a couple months because life got busy. But now I want to get back in here and just finish up what I was doing in here. And so I bought string lights that go behind curtains. And so we're putting curtains up with the little string lights twinkling behind them, so that gives them a little space under their bed where they can like change. Instead of going and changing in their bathroom, they can change under there with their dresser now, and it's like nice and lit up under there when their curtains are closed and everything. And they do want beanbag chairs for under there, but really their dresser and their toy bin takes up the whole space. So I'm wondering if I need to get them like a more narrow and taller dresser, so that they can have a little spot to sit under there and like have it be like a little reading nook. But as far as the decluttering goes, Stella was so good about this. I just would hold something up and she would say, keep or get rid of, keep, get rid of, keep, get rid of. And if she said keep to something, I felt like she wasn't sure, or like if she hesitated, I was like, okay, it's a get rid of. Like, you're hesitating, you don't want it. So it was really nice and she did such a good job. And what's funny is we didn't have time to do Aubrey's side this day. And that night when they were getting ready for bed, Aubrey ran and got a trash bag and already started filling up a trash bag because she loved how nice and tidy Stella's side of the room looked. So I just love that because starting with Stella's side just really helped to like motivate and inspire Aubrey to want to get rid of things, and want her room and her side of the room tidy. So that was really cool. And Stella let me sweep this whole little pile up and just get rid of all of it. And I was so happy. Oh my gosh, that made me so happy. But anyway, yeah, so the girls are doing great with decluttering, and I think it helps that they know Christmas is coming, which, by the way, it's going to be a very clutter-free Christmas, and I'm super excited about that as well. My husband and I already did our Christmas shopping. We're still waiting for all the presents to come in the mail, but it's going to be a very clutter-free Christmas, and we tried to be very intentional. And yeah, so also I got a rug that fits perfectly dresser to dresser, and it fits in, like, it goes from inside those poles coming down to the wall, so it doesn't have to be cut in any way, and it's washable. And so they'll have a nice rug inside their bed area. And then on the outside where there is no rug, I really want to paint the floor, but it's going to be very temporary because now that I know the kitchen plan is like forward progress is happening on the kitchen again, the new flooring throughout the entire house is like, it actually feels real now because that's happening when the kitchen is done. And so their floor is going to be a real floor soon with baseboards, but right now it's just this. I saw this on YouTube and I just had to try it. But years ago, I ripped up their carpet, which their carpet was 20 years old. It was purple and it was really gross. It felt like sandpaper almost, like it was just so crusty and gross and old, okay? And so dusty. And so I ripped up their carpet, and we have concrete subfloors. And so what I did, and the concrete was like rough. It was super dry and rough. It was like sucking the moisture out of your feet when you walked. It could not stay clean because it was like dusty almost. Look at all that stuff she got rid of. Look at all that. I was so happy for her. Okay, but anyway, so it was raw concrete. What I did was first of all, I did coats of polyurethane for floors on it so that it wouldn't be totally raw. And what I should have done is just stained it. But what I did is I saw this idea on YouTube called paper bag flooring. So I got a big old roll of craft paper, ripped it up in a bunch of pieces, and then literally like decoupaged their floor. So I had a big tub of glue mixed with water with a paintbrush, and I would paint it on the floor, and then I would dip the paper piece into it so it was completely saturated, and I would lay it on the floor, and I would get another piece, and I just kept layering them on the floor next to each other, like overlapping them until the whole floor was covered in a white paper, like white craft paper. And then I was going to stain that, like you stain on top of the paper once it dries, but I loved how the white looked. It brightened up the room and it looked so pretty. I thought it would stay that way. I did so many coats of polyurethane on top of the paper. So for a long time, it actually did stay white and it looked pretty for a long time, but this was years ago. And so traffic and wear and tear, eventually it started to just get stained, and it also started to rip near the bathroom because the toilet overflowed one time. And so all the paper that got wet near their bathroom, that ripped up. And so, which I mean, I guess that's good because it probably would have gotten moldy if it stayed. But it just looks terrible in here now. So I really want to get a can of charcoal gray porch paint and just paint their whole floor until their new flooring gets put in. So once our kitchen is done, because right now our kitchen is, so we just decluttered her dresser drawers that had like stuff in them. We did not declutter the clothing drawers because I'm waiting till all their laundry is done. But right now I'm hanging curtain clips on their little curtain track that we put up under here. So what I did for curtains was I got the curtain track things that they make for like RVs, or you can like separate a room by like putting this curtain track up on the ceiling, and then like in hospitals when they close the curtains, like these are the kind of tracks. So we got this. It's flexible, so you make it any shape. So we just started on one side under the bed and like curved it all around under, and so now they'll have curtains that can slide all the way under their bed. Okay, so I forgot what I was saying. Probably, okay, so our kitchen. So right now you have to step down into our kitchen. So our kitchen has its own floor, right? But when our kitchen is completely gutted and that whole part of the house is taken off and rebuilt, we're doing it right. We're doing it with, we're doing it right. It was done wrong before, which is why we got rain into the drywall, which is why we're redoing our kitchen. And so the floor will be all one level when the kitchen is done. So the floor of the kitchen will go into the floor, the dining room, the living room, the hallway, the bedrooms, everything. Everything is going to be one level in our house. And so once the kitchen's done, then we're getting one flooring. We're picking out one flooring, which we already have it picked out. It's in our front bathroom that we did 2 years ago. Hopefully they still have the same one or something very similar to it. But I love that floor, and we're going to do that throughout our entire house. So the kitchen, the living room, the hallway, the bedrooms, everything will have one floor. The bathrooms, everything. And so that is why their bedroom floor still looks like this, and I'm just going to do a temporary fix on it, which is charcoal gray porch paint, painted all over it, and I'm not going to bother doing temporary baseboards yet because it would be a waste of money. Like once the floor is done for real, then we will baseboard the whole house. So anyway. All right, here we go so far. Let's turn off the light.
Mom, what I especially wanted these curtains is so I don't have to change in the bathroom.
Yeah. So now the girls can change inside.
And I have these lights too for Christmas.
Yeah, we put up Christmas lights in here too. But so anyway, if she was in here like changing into her clothes or PJs or whatever, no one can see her.
I like this wavy one.
That's really pretty.
Yeah, I think this wavy
I
one.
love it.
So not the...
I love it. I love it. Looks really pretty. Yay!
I want to sleep in here. I'm joking.
All right, and now it's the next day, and we had such a busy day. We did not have time to do the declutter in the girls' room, decluttering Aubrey's side. But right now, so what I told them was, okay, I'm gonna hold up a piece of clothing, and whoever it belongs to is going to say keep or get rid of. So I'm not gonna worry about whose it is or what. I'm just gonna hold it up, and whoever owns that piece is going to speak. So, anyway, this ended up going really fast, which was really nice. But, okay, so this is only their clean clothes that just came out of the dryer. It's 2 loads that came out of the dryer. And I told them, this was the easy pile, and we kept most of it because this is everything you've worn recently. That's why it's dirty. So the hard part is going to be, well, not hard for me, but hard for them, is whatever is in the dresser still, obviously isn't being worn, and it's probably all the stuff that's gonna go. So I think they're gonna have a hard time letting go of their clothes that are in the dresser, but it's the stuff that's not getting worn. It's probably too small. It's probably, whatever the reason is, it's not getting worn, and they don't have room in their dressers when all the clothes are clean. So yeah, we have to let go of a lot of clothes. So anyway, and they did recently all just get a ton of new clothes. So like all 3 girls needed like new pants. So we got each girl got a 5-pack of black leggings, or a 4-pack maybe. They all got new jeans, and they all got house pants, we call them, but they're just a pack of cotton leggings that are different colors, that little girls wear. So anyway, yeah, they definitely need to declutter, but this is all we had time for, because this was already past their bedtime. And so yeah, we didn't get more done, but there will definitely be another video. The next video that I put up will be just finishing what we were doing here. So it'll be decluttering all of their clothes that are in their dresser. So we left all of these yes piles, all these keep piles, we left them on the living room floor so that it doesn't get mixed in. So we don't have to do this again with the same clothes. And so now anyway, the next day after this is when we're going to finish the decluttering project. So then we'll get to put all these away in the dresser. So anyway, and look how pretty our living room looks. I did not film our decorating this time. I just wanted to do it with my family and not worry about the camera. We haven't even finished fluffing out all the wreaths on the windows, but I did just buy string lights for those, so I can't wait to put them on. And here is the decluttered bag. They filled up a grocery bag.
Okay, so in the next video, we'll be decluttering her side, and we need to declutter both girls' clothes that are in the dresser tomorrow as well, because all the clothes that they liked were obviously dirty because they wear them, but now I'm thinking the clothes that are in the dresser are the clothes that don't get worn, and so that should be easier to get rid of more that's in the dresser now. So tomorrow we're going through the dressers. Tomorrow we're going through the dressers, and then we can put all their clean clothes away. Stop. Okay. And Aubrey came in here today and already started getting rid of stuff. That was this morning. So she already started filling up a bag of stuff she wants to get rid of. So tomorrow I think it will be easy for me and her to declutter all of her toys and everything. We just ran out of time today. But yeah, so in the next video, we will be continuing in here. Hopefully I'll be able to finish up painting these walls and this wall. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!